What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Umamusume video, and here we are with Hishi Amazon, the wedding alternate costume. And the reason why I wanted to try her out is simply because every time I did try to bring her into a League of Heroes or CM, she seemed to, become the best out of the bunch that I trained for said event. So I just want to see how she'd do if I were to give her a shot again. But obviously, I would probably have to do this multiple times. So maybe another one or two, or as many as I can before the League of Heroes, which I forgot the date again. I keep checking this every time. Every time I talk about it or mention it, only because I simply just don't remember. But parents for my chasers is simply the same. Duramente being the main parent now, and then this is just the typical medium distance ones I normally pick, which is also conveniently the debuffer for my medium distance as well. It works for the debuffer one as well because it's the gold chip, the summer gold chip. But it looks like it does start tonight, so I'm gonna have to squeeze in as much as I can. Talking about training before I record a video tomorrow morning. So for the setup in this video, it's a typical chaser setup that I would normally run. Either I would just rent actually no, this is pretty much it. Renting the Still in Love would probably be my best option, just to just have the better speed card instead of using my Kita. Obviously I could go with the uh MLB Air Shakur also if I wanted to, but I think I just rather uh pick speed only simply because I want to try to just work on speed a little bit better than normal, I guess would be my reasoning. That's just my reasoning, at least. Other than that, everything is still pretty much the same with the Taishin Wise card, Ishino Power card, and the Stamina Creek, Air Shakur, Stamina cards, and then my Duramente along with the Still in Love speed cards. So we're just gonna get this started, but before going into the run and the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below, because there is a channel called Circle Requests. Because if you guys haven't joined the circle, you guys are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle, and then after that, go to the Circle Request channel in the Discord server or to the comment section down below and just let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. And that is gonna be pretty much it for that. Let me just load up the comments and let me just take a look over here and what I can do. We'll do guts because I know guts will most likely be the lowest stat, most likely. Everything's good here. Then let me also do this real quick. Sure. Oh, that's so bright. That there. Do this, and then I got the comments right over here. All right. So the first comments that I'm going to be going over is going to be from Nova. And the first one says, yeah, that we will come and see the deal. Shushu is the one and only Lucky Mustard. Let people remember that for all eternity. I still think you're the one, regardless. Regardless, with your Umalak. Well, I guess it all depends how you think about it, because the pity system is quite different on both. Well, obviously on both games, because yeah. Although I will admit though that recently for Wua and I guess Zenless you could say, it has been pretty good for it compared to like a standard normal average Wua player or Hoyo uh Hoyo Kuro or Wua in general. But no, wasn't in the shorekeeper one. Didn't I lose the pity? And then managed to just get a shorekeeper in the after losing the the pity. I think so. I just don't remember if it. I think it was shorekeeper and not Chun-Li, or was it the other way around? I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. But my odds in those two specific games are it's gonna be harder to keep up compared to. Did I just rest here? Compared to Uma one, because I don't know. that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel personally. 431. Sure. But the next comment says, nope, not pulling. She can become as irrelevant as air for all I care. I have nothing to say because I didn't even want to pull for her, so unfortunately, that's the case. That's just the reality. I didn't want to pull for her either. So sadly, she will be irrelevant as air to me as well. I'll just see her whenever someone uses her in an event, League of Heroes or the CM. And the game froze even though nothing else is really loaded. Well, it's okay. We'll just load up as I continue on with the comments. That HBR comment is interesting. I don't think I would have started JPHBR if I didn't have a decent understanding of the Japanese language at the time. By the way, for those who don't know what HBR is, it is Heaven Burns Red, as the global version just recently released, like around last week. I knew that Key is heavy on its storytelling, so if I didn't understand Japanese, then I would not have even considered starting. So it is kind of amazing that you can keep playing despite not knowing much about the lore. I do like the combat, but I like the story way more. I think a part of me kind of figured that, I don't know, part of me just felt like it was a good game if they were to that would transfer over to global. That was one thing I kept in mind, and also I did enjoy the gameplay, the character design, and basically just the game design and all that. So that kept me. That was what primarily kept me around. I don't normally shy away from Japanese gacha games just for the sole reason that I don't understand the language. It's more if I do enjoy everything else outside of that, because even then I could just simply enjoy what's going on without understanding, as long as I do like everything else from it. But from what I've read so far in the story, I am I am enjoying the lore as well, so it's perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine. I've picked up multiple Japanese gacha games in the past, so it doesn't necessarily bother me. Sure, there's like a whole learning curve because well, not just learning like which buttons do which and what is what in the game, but it's part of I guess you could say for me myself, it's kind of part of the fun of um playing a game in a different language, only because it's not in the language that I am, used to, which would be English. That's just how I see it personally. personally. Where did the comment go? It wasn't done yet. It appears that they implemented a lot of quality of life and characters in this global release. I didn't play JP for that long, but there are characters that I don't recognize. It will be interesting to see how their pacing will be. If they try to rush to catch up to JP, then I might be more cautious about spending. Also, the English kind of throws me off when the translation is not exactly right. I think it's just that cultural interpretation is often lost in these translations, so it is unfortunate. So far, who is your favorite out of the 6 girls? I always had to debate between Tama and the Kansai accent girl, or should I say super psychic? Um, I don't know, there's a lot in that comment. A part of me just processing it, and I'm like, first off, let's see something real quick. Over here? No. Give me a quick sec, guys. Then over here, I will do this. So let me look at the comment again real quick. Yeah, for myself, I wouldn't be aware, or I wouldn't just know what they did differently or what they added, simply because my time playing it, the JP version, also was quite short. I would say month to 2 months max. Most likely closer to 2 months at least, if anything. Maybe two plus, somewhere around there. Only because it came to the point where I couldn't even log into the game, VPN or no VPN. Which I only gave the VPN a shot simply because I just wanted to see if it would work. And it didn't, so yeah, I just pretty much dropped the game after that. I started shortly before the Angel Beats collab. That was pretty much where I started. But I was also aware of the series itself because they did release White Schwartz cards for it. I just didn't. I just didn't get any, just to be quite honest. Just to be quite honest. So there's gonna be. I honestly don't really know too much, and obviously, I wouldn't know where I was in the story to begin with. We, you know. It's been a while since then, so I honestly wouldn't know. And it's pretty normal for English translations to be off. It's pretty much the same when it comes to like the manga being translated into English, or even English subtitles for English sub anime. So it's quite normal, I would say. So it doesn't necessarily bother me. One, because obviously I wouldn't know the mistranslation to begin with, and because of just the general knowledge that translations will get and not translated properly. If you get what I'm saying, without me sounding too stupid. So far, who is my favorite out of the 6 girls? That is honestly a great question. That is honestly a great question as I look for this option. I do like Tama a lot. Ever since I even got her in the JP version. But I also like the interactions between Ruka and Yuki, but I also like their characters as well. So I guess you could say those are my top three, if anything. But I do like Tama. I do like Tama a lot. And I already know what you're gonna say about Yuki. Dude, if anybody wants to guess what is that gonna be, it just pretty much we've talked about it quite a bit recently, and just think about the recent banner in Pretty Derby. You'll exactly know why just off of that. I don't think I'm scheduling a race because I think she's doing the juvenile fillies, I think. But I would say that the 6 girls, I mean, they're all great as they are. It's just, I think if I were to say my least favorite out of the bunch, it would probably be it would probably be Tojo, the blonde one, the blonde with long hair. But nothing against her. It's just, I think she would just be like the bottom of the 6 to me. But that's pretty much it. To answer that part. December 3rd is the confirmed release date for GFL 2 Global. So that's 6 days earlier than anticipated. As for how that will fit into my current gacha rotation, well, here's the list. Well, before I go over that. I knew it was early December. I just wasn't aware, or I just didn't know how early in December. I didn't know it was going to be December 3rd. Which it's fairly close. It's fairly close. It's less than 2 weeks at this point. Oh no. Am I right? Yeah, it's about less than, like, under 2 weeks. Which I should probably I still need to record for Zenless and Wuwa. I think at this point I might just, when I just have time to just sit down and just play it, I'll just record the gameplay, and just, if I feel like chiming in and saying something during the gameplay, I'll come in. But it'll probably be like the part, basically how it happened to Silent Hill when I was just chilling and pushing through the hard playthrough. So it'll probably be something like that, and I'll just chime in whenever. But continuing on with Nova's comment with his gacha rotation, from morning to noon, reverse on the PC, Girls Frontline 1 emulator, NeuroCloud, Arknights emulator. So that's just morning to noon. Evening, Princess Connect, Blue Archive, Umamusume, Counterside. Well, I should say Princess Connect PC / DMM. Give me a sec. Blue Archive emulator, Umamusume phone, Counterside PC, Nikki PC, Eversoul emulator, Ua, Zenless, HBR, all on PC as well. I think this is just that. And then Girls Frontline 2 will probably in the morning just to fit with the other GFL gachas, but this schedule is always subject to change depending on my job. That would, to me, that would make the most sense, simply because I kind of just do the same thing with all the Hoyo games and Wuwa. since they all they all do reset at the same time, so it just seemed the perfect bunch to put together for dailies. And that would just knock off 5 games out right away. And then like I mentioned in yesterday's video or the other video, I also finished off Atelier, Promise Never, not Promise, the anime, Legend of Neverland, and Atelier Eminence to finish off, to round up the dailies at that point. Pretty early morning. I don't think anything else. I don't think anything else. It's a good, like, half. Kinda? I think most of mine is in the early morning. Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, it's kind of... Yeah, we'll just do that. I'll probably just figure out... I mean, I'm pretty sure the reset time is gonna most likely be the same as the first game. Which I don't know. If it's in the middle of the day... Like... If it's in the middle of the day, it'll most likely be part of the late afternoon, evening gotchas. And then if it's late at night, then I'll probably squeeze it in. We failed at training, I see. If it's late at night or early morning, then I'll possibly squeeze it in the morning instead. It all depends. I guess you could add Heavens Burns Red to late night, early morning, because it's like at 11 p.m. for me. So yeah. Next comment says, for Uma, I'm still thinking that I could UC spam this time. UC 3 Swimsuit Suzuka, UC 2 Vivlos, and UC Marvelous. I'm training Adana for backup, but so far, no luck. I wasn't even aware you had a UC 3 Swimsuit Suzuka. Because I still haven't beat with my Teo, basically. The only UC character I have. I'm training Donna for backup, but so far no luck. Even if I do get her to UC, there's no S on medium, so that's sad. I told Tanoki that Ryoka is actually pretty good for Donna, as she is moodier than other Umas. I don't think Guts card is needed at all for this scenario, but it's just failing trainings and not getting S on those Mecha exams will destroy a run altogether, so it's a lot riskier than the Great Food Festival. For the CM, Christmas Palmer and Bright will finally see some action. I guess the buffer will be good too. Again, Donna long distance might work too, but it's just that she's so versatile that we need other Umas in the spotlight. Well, she definitely can do long distance, but she is definitely best at medium distance just based on her unique alone, if I'm not mistaken. Her unique just specifically says it does better or something. Extra effect or whatever. Let me take a look. Oh no, it doesn't. I think she has a skill or something. Maybe. Yeah, her I guess you just wouldn't have to evolve the skills, so I guess it's perfectly fine. I guess it's fine. You just won't be getting one of her gold skills, which is if you don't care, then you don't care. But I'd say, yeah, she's probably best at medium distance, I would say. And then, which also would open up more, at least another space for you to try out for long distance, so. I don't think I'll be bringing Kita this time around. Maybe I'll try her out for sure for the Arima one, the Arima Kinen one, or the December CM, whatever you guys want to call it. Just because I don't think I've ever used her in any of the long distance events before. So, only because I sucked at training long distance. So, we'll see what happens now. We'll see what happens now. As for my setup, like I said, it's most likely going to be the 2 placeholders in... I think we're doing a race, so we can just pick whatever we want. At least that's what I want to do. We'll just do speed. It's going to be Teo, the UC one. Dormente, the parent I use for this Hishi Amazon at, I believe, UD8. Do I get imminent? What is this? Hishi Amazon's, daring attack and unrivaled wits. And over here. Okay, I'll just get what I usually get then. And then for, like I said, for the 3rd spot, it's honestly whoever I can train well enough for that 3rd spot, to be honest. It could honestly be someone I've already trained that's in the like low UDs, or it could be this Hishi Amazon. Who knows? Who knows? As for the CM, I don't know if I mentioned who I was going to use. Oh, I think I did. I said maybe New Year's Daya, and then I'll match her up with the anime collab Kita, and then the debuffer, if that's going to be the team, which could be Nice Nature, or will be, will be, doesn't matter. Could be Nice Nature, Agnes Tachyon, or I guess it would have to be a little bit different since you won't be able to use Monopolizer. I guess the main debuffing skills would just be like the typical debuffs you would normally pick. Correct me if I'm wrong. I literally only started recently using debuffers a couple months ago, I believe. Like at the end, towards the end of UAF, I think. Well, I'm not too familiar. Plus with the whole like having a stupid amount of stamina. I'm pretty sure those debuffing skills still would benefit regardless. I think in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just by a little bit, I think it would still benefit. But would it be more beneficial to pick a better, let's say, maybe like 2 of those debuffing skills could be, or a gold skill? Who knows? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you think. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens there. But that's for after the League of Heroes. That's for after the League of Heroes. For now, we'll just focus on this, which is the League of Heroes, and to see them later. If Shushu does Horde, then that's a healthy sign. In order to get caught up on support cards, you do have to expect that even with 60k rocks, you might still not get max limit broken cards. At this stage of the game, I think we have more than enough Umas to build a team, yet I don't think I can ever feel adequate with my cards. This is a free-to-play struggle, and I do wonder why I stick to this principle when it comes to Blue Archive, Uma, and Princess Connect. Maybe the thought that I have to get through so many hoops just to swipe just pissed me off more than anything. Give me a sec. me a sec. I guess we'll no, I'll just keep it to my yeah, we'll just do this. And then so any game that I do playing JP from now on most likely will be free to play. It's just crazy how how much you do want to swipe for them, but just that little part of your comment alone just shows how much it really did bother you. That you have to do a couple more steps. Honestly, we'll see how much I'll save up by the anniversary, and then after that, I guess by the time Cap gets released, because now that I'm aware, or most like aware or knowing that most likely they'll release it for Cinderella Gray, then I kind of have a as you could say, motivation to save. Yes, there should have been some kind of motivation already to save regardless for like future support cards and all that, but I never really had that kind of thinking for Pretty Derby to begin with when I even starting off the game, to be honest. I was more just having fun, just, you know, doing the pulls and all that kind of, like I said, kind of just compared it to how it felt doing pulls in Dokkan for myself. Because even I think they may have implemented this, I don't, a pity system, but even then it still feels non-existent regardless, whereas at least over here, um I just realized I can't do short distance. I don't know if I remember from any of the comments, were the extra races just G1 or does G2 count as well? I don't remember from the past comments, so if you guys did mention, I remember I remember that it was good to do it, but I don't know if it was just in general just do an extra race or was it just for G1s, if you get what I'm trying to ask. But no, I do get it. Literally at this point, compared to before, where I guess it was, I guess, okay to be a little bit more carefree, just because we already knew like the beginnings. So I guess you could say the beginning support cards were just obviously all we had. So unless you wanted to be the best early on, you would most likely have to whale. Whereas now, with all the multiple ways to get all the carrot jewels and all that, as a new player, you're able to stockpile on a good amount of currency or carrot jewels, along with all, I guess, the free pulls you can get as well. And if you just time the right moment to pull the trigger and get the support cards, and so be it. And also the Umas, of course, that you want to get after the support cards. It's way easier than how it was before. So I guess you could say I just pretty much brought in that whole like most likely carefree mentality along as as we go into the 4th anniversary next year. It is pretty much what I'm trying to say. But that could change, or most likely will. We'll see which it'll just be a slow process, so to speak. Technically, it could have started last year, or yeah, last year, when I was already saving for the anniversary, but then all these season 3 characters decided to get released, then ultimately in the New Year's, they before the New Year's, they released a 3rd Kita outfit. So unfortunately, that was the timing where I decided to to do it, but here we are again. Pretty much you could say the same time, because around this time I started saving because I had went all in for the Festival Teo banner, or I guess Festival Teo and Kawakami Princess banner. Went all in and didn't get her. So pretty much at this point, I have around the same amount of what I have right now. So I think I'm still in a good spot to get a good amount saved up before the second anniversary, because like I said, from early January until either early or mid January until the second anniversary, or not the second, the third anniversary, I nearly had full pity saved up 30k. So I think I'll be okay. I'll be okay. It just depends if I pull the trigger anytime soon, because even after the anniversary, I still had a good amount saved up. It just so happened I decided to use those on characters. So yeah, that's just pretty much it. But other than that, that's pretty much it from all the comments from Nova. I appreciate the comments as usual, and the comments as well. I think I just said the same thing twice, but you get the point. I appreciate the continuing support in the comments. Next comments are going to be from Tanoki. First one says, Air Messiah, easy skip. Not into the green hair. Then Nova says, say no to Megane. So then one says the green hair, the other says the, well, the usual. He says, no to glasses or the Megane. I think the green hair is not that bad. It's alright. It's just, in general, for me, nothing really stands out to me about her, sadly. To me. Then, I think it was the top one. The next one says, speaking of friend card build, seems like Nova did in fact try it anyway. He did say it feels good to use. From my experience, it is better because I don't really have the 6th card, but aside from that, it really is kind of a quality of life. Dates and energy back is quite nice to have. I do suspect that the ceiling for a good 6 card build is higher on a high roll though. Having the dates that brings back energy and stats and all that is quite nice. I will admit that. I will admit that. That is one thing I did like about having the friend and group cards for these scenario as the scenario cards, because it provided a way to just keep the motivation up consistently, or a way to bring it back up easily. And also, if you needed to go get energy for your Umas, you can do that while also getting energy, bringing the motivation, and getting some kind of stats, or maybe even a skill from it. So honestly, I think the date and group cards are really good, in my opinion. In my opinion. But I mean, I still haven't tried it out, to be honest. I could. I just every time I just log in and do like a run, I just get so just caught up and just like, oh, here my setup's already done. I'm just gonna I don't it doesn't even I don't even think about it, because I just get so used to just setting up the Uma I'm gonna use and then pick the friend card. It's just, what's it called? Force a habit. So it is what it is. Nova responded by saying, of all the friend cards, Ryoka is the only one I have at MLB. I don't have any at MLB. Like I said in the comment in response to one of the past comments from Tanoki about the friend card build. Or I think it was 2-3 videos. My highest is level 42 LB Yoyoi, which he also did say is still viable to use. I just haven't, like I said, give it a shot. And the next one says, I like how my name is literally the refresh reminder. Refresh reminder of what? I don't know what you're talking about there. Like I've said many times before in the past. Some things I just don't remember, even if it's from yesterday's video. I won't remember some things, or yeah, some things, unless it really did stand out. That said, it seems YouTube is no longer sending me notifications for comments, replies, and hearts. No idea why though. That's quite weird, because I be doing it always after I read a comment. If I don't, YouTube probably just didn't get it registered properly when I pressed it, or I don't know. Just YouTube things. But normally I would see right away if I had done it or not. Because when I obviously refresh the whole dashboard and all that, I still see if the comment is still there. I think we're doing the Takarazuka Kinen, right? I should most likely rest on the next turn, or are we doing the Yasuda Kinen? I'm not too sure. I don't know. I think it's the Takarazuka. I think. But other than that, thank you for all the comments, Tanoki. Appreciate it as always. Where are we? Oh, it is the Yasuda Kinen, right? I'm asking like y'all can reply to me right away. The only person who can answer that question right now is myself. I'm pretty sure that's the Yasuda Kinen regardless. The next comment is, I think it's the last comment as well. And I saw Nova, Tanoki. Yeah, the last comment is gonna be from Yujin if I could find it. Did find it. And it says, I like to have Air Messiah, but not the top priority. Maybe due to her race costumes and something green that attracts me. You do like it when they have some kind of green on them, whether it's the outfit, I guess in this case the hair as well. Right? Does she have green in her outfit? I don't even remember. She most likely do. Yeah, I'll say she most likely does if it's already a kind of part of her design. Because the green kind of on her racing fit kind of looks like it's just like a darker shade, or no, not darker, lighter shade of her green hair. At least that's what it looks like to me. I think that's just that one. That one. The odds of me getting a bad summer training and I could just rest could be there, but I would also have to I would say would most likely like more of that. So when I say that is wise training, I'm gonna risk it and just go with the power training just to see. But well, true, I'm also in the training period, but hey, maybe I will become a dolphin for the circle, and Nova would spend again once he used up his Lucky Mustard jewel savings. Well, he's spending on a couple other games. Plus, he did say he won't spend on any JP gacha games because he doesn't want to do extra steps, just like how he wants his dailies or his gacha games to go when he's playing them. Nice and easy with the auto button with meta characters. Just because it'll be nice and quick. Which I don't blame him. It does speed up the process, but I can't swipe let alone swipe for all those different games. Let alone 10 more days will vote, but if you turn into a dolphin, we'll know, because you'll most likely announce it. Most likely. Let's see if we can get this. I think we can get energy recovery, right? Yeah. Now I can hope for wise training. Hopefully, no. Okay, so I'll take this as the perfect opportunity to rest. Then we'll do this again. And then 10 more days and tell me when November ends. I wonder who the top contributor for the circle this month will be. Hopefully we maintain or increase one notch in class rank. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure I'm quite low because I don't know. I thought things would get a little bit easier in the schedule, but I will say I was wrong. I will say I was wrong. I most likely have less than last year, no doubt. Last month, no doubt. And so yeah, plus I don't know how much Nova's been doing on a daily, if he's been trying to get around 3 at least. Then maybe we do have a shot to at least maintain ours, but I don't know. And then Nova replied, said, I spent 5 hours on re-rolling HBR and trained 7 Donnas that one day. I think I'm doing better in fan count this month. Doing better than last month? So you're saying you've been training more than last month? Possibly? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm like the total opposite. I'm like the total opposite this month. But I'll try to do to push a little bit more. I guess during this League of Heroes, and just start training for long distance, just to get into the groove of it. I mean, pretty much it's just gonna be the same thing, same setup. So it's just a matter of finding the Umas I do want to bring into it, I guess. I guess I could just use it. But other than that, thank you for all the comments, Tanoki, Nova, and Eugen. Appreciate it as always, and also for the continuing support. I say this all the time, only because I truly do mean it. Only because I really do mean it. But let me refresh the comments just one more time, just to see. Not one more, just one more time. I haven't really done it the whole time. So let me refresh it just to see if we have anything. No, nothing. And nothing held for review. So we are all good there. Although, we do have a couple more turns. So I could push a rest simply because it'll give me that extra energy I do need. None of these are really technically, but I'll just push Wise up a little bit more, so that'll hopefully reach its max. I say hopefully. It probably will be a little short. It'll probably make it. Now that I look at it, it'll probably make it. But yeah, for we didn't even get an S on medium distance. This so happens to be a fairly decent UD5, maybe higher, closer to UD8. Or maybe just the third highest Uma I've trained, so under Duramente or above her as the second best, then sure, I'll still use her. It just won't have an S in her medium distance aptitude. But I'll try to find time to get the Wuwa stuff out there, Wuwa and Zenless stuff out there. I just didn't know that I was gonna be having a hard time finding the time to record it. So if I just have time to just sit down and literally just play and record it without much commentary or commentary at all, then I'll take that over just really holding off and holding off. I guess there is a gotcha update I can give also, and it's for Genshin since we got the new patch for new patch. New banner came out for phase 1 with Chaska, and I did end up getting her using the amount that I use. I think it was like 9k worth, whatever that equivalents to for 10 pulls in Hoyo Genshin. I mean, it's pretty much the same for Star Rail and Zenless, so however that much equates to winning the 50-50, thankfully, because I'm pretty sure I went pretty close, or I made it to soft pity, which is around 75, I think. Actually, I could figure that out right now. Did the game freeze? It looks like the game froze. It froze when it did this. Well, let's do this. So I think I did. Oh, plus on top of that, I actually had more than what I had before going into this because for fun I did for fun I did 3 10 pulls on the last banner with the rerun banners. One of them was for Nahida and Hutao. I did all of them on Hutao. And I only did it because hello? What happened here? Cool. Oh, I have to put 6 more. I was like, what happened here? Why am I just here? But yeah, only because my brother was like, go do a 10 pull, and I was like, but I'm trying but what if I get it gold? What if I get the pull and it and I win the fit and I get a pull just basically because I was trying to save for this banner, but I was like, screw it, whatever. I do like Hutao, so I guess it didn't matter at the same time. But my Pyro main DPS favorite, or one of my top favorites, if not my favorite, has been Yoimiya. So so I was like, whatever. But I do like Hutao as a character, so that's the reason why I did it. Yeah, I did 3. So with that being said, I can add 3 more pulls to that. I don't know what the heck just happened there. What's this? Okay, so I had about 14,000 if I were to include the 3 pulls for the Hutao banner, because the pity does overlap. About 14. It was around there because I don't know exactly like 9,000 what? We could say like 9,400 if anything. Plus like 4,800 for the 3 pulls I did. So I'd say like 13 something. Roughly. So yeah. Did I pull for the weapon? Sadly, did not even have enough to try for the weapon. And I don't know if I will, simply because I want to start saving for the next patch already. With whatever I get from the updated stuff and events, story, all that good stuff. And then they'll all just disappear in the next patch. They'll all just disappear in the next patch. But this Hishi Amazon did not make it to at least 1700 speed is where I kind of typically would say is acceptable for myself, but I do have more, I'll say more power, but I'm pretty sure my tail has about the same power as this Hishi Amazon. So only because obviously that was my best run, so kind of understandable there. But let me just put these skills real quick. Real quick. I'd say this is definitely at least at least a UD. How much of a, how high as a UD, that I don't know. That I for sure don't know. I'm gonna do that. And then let's turn that into, yeah, we'll just turn that because it is turning it into a chaser medium distance. We should be good. So now let's see how high. UD3, not too bad. This is definitely my best Hishi Amazon, which is perfectly fine as well. Medium distance. Let's see what we can get off a third one. A bad one. Definitely a bad one. So it's between the medium distance one and the chaser one, which I think, honestly, I'd probably just do the medium distance one if I were to be honest. Only because I want to probably try her as a parent, maybe. Oh, we didn't even reach 1600 her speed, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So with that being said, ended off with 1597 on speed, 1524 on stamina, and 1506 on power, 754 guts, and 1321 wise. I think that's max, maybe. And no S aptitude on anything, but for sure the best Hishi Amazon I've trained. She was close to getting a UD before, but couldn't do it. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the run. Also, the League of Heroes is tonight, so tomorrow's video will be day 1 of the League of Heroes. Just me pretty much getting into silver. So pretty simple video. Well, videos are going to be for the rest of the week. But if there's anything else you do want to talk about, it doesn't necessarily have to be Pretty Derby specifically. It could be about anything you guys want to ask me, talk about, anything really. And also you can ask me things as well, as long as it's appropriate. I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below, because there is a channel called Circle Requests, because If you guys haven't joined a circle, you guys are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle, and then after that, go to the circle request channel, the Discord server, or to the comment section down below from this video, and just let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle instead of somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be pretty much it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
君はどうせ君だよ。